There, I knew it were going to do it. This Amflow feature does not work. Or at least it doesn't work how I thought it did. So I thought in the DJI Avinox mobile app under bike protection, the mobile unlock feature would be when you're within proximity of the bike, the alarm wouldn't sound. And for weeks it's been doing me head in. I've been getting the bike out of the van, the alarms have been going off, I've put passcode on. Some days I'm going out at 5-6 a.m. as well. I'm going on a bigger ride, and it has been doing my nutting until I properly read the documentation and I used my own GPT to give me all the details on it. So it turns out that for that feature to work is you turn the bike on, you don't need to input a password because your mobile phone is near it, and then you can move the bike without the alarm going off. I had a big misconception on how that feature worked, and I think it should work like that. I think if you're within zone, you're connected on 4G or Bluetooth, I don't see why the bike should still alarm. But it does. But I had it wrong. I know someone else that had it wrong. What did you think? How did you think that feature worked? It is a useful feature to have, but it's slightly annoying that you can't move the bike around unpowered without it sounding off, waking up your neighbours at 6 in the morning. Let me know what you thought. So just to cover some other of the security features of the Amflow PX, we have live bike location, which is enabled by installing the SIM card and having that activated. I do have a video on that if you're interested in that and you've not been able to set up your PX Pro SIM card, because I know the Pro comes with one. I'm not sure about the base PX. I don't know if you've got to buy one separate, but I think that comes with about 3 gig of data over 5 years. It is in the fine print somewhere. Telling you about that. That'll give you some movement tracking. It's on and off, I'll be honest with you. When I'm transporting it, sometimes it shows it's still at home, so it's not super powerful, but it is just a tiny unit in a bike. We've got the remote alarm, we've got the authorise and unlock feature through the app. We can silence the alarm through the app. We can turn the bike on through the app, but you have to be in Bluetooth range. That does not work on 4G. So you do have to be careful of that, and obviously you've got to consider that your bike might run out of power. Now, one thing I was disappointed about, because I thought it came as an extra feature, was the Apple Find My. That was one of the features I was looking forward to enabling and making sure I had. Although I do have the 4G SIM, I thought that came on every model. Turns out it doesn't. It only comes on the PR models, and it has to be on a model that has the DPC 100 controller, so you can get the Apple Find My. So I presume it's like one of the Apple AirTags that are inside of it. I think that's a good feature for them. I don't see why they didn't include that as well on the main bikes, just as an added extra. There'll be a reason for it, I'm sure. But yeah, those are some of the security in a nutshell. My misconception of one of the main features was sort of my issue, but then obviously I've read into it and I've seen it's working as it should be doing. I think it's got a good few security features. I think they could be improved a little bit in terms of being able to operate the bike under 4G, not just Bluetooth. That would be, quite good. And I think the mobile unlock should just be when you're in proximity. You shouldn't need to turn the bike on to be able to just move it in and out of the vehicle or storage or whatever you've got. So I think improvements can be made there, but other than that, there's a few features there that do quite well.